Showtime. It's Lifestyles with Eric. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday evening. Miss Bev Roundtree, thank you for being the first family member to come up and on the panel. Thank you. Thank you. Thumbs up the video. Make sure you thumbs up when you come in, please. Everybody, thumbs up, please. Trying to get everybody to make sure you're thumbing up when you first come in. That doesn't cost you anything, I promise. What it does is it helps me and the Lifestyles brand into the algorithms of YouTube, and we want more people to see us, and we want to grow. So we definitely need you thumbs upping the video, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all my supporters. I appreciate everybody that always comes in when I go live. Remember, we do have the memberships. We've got to get on board with at least memberships, people. That's a once a month, or you can super chat every now and then. Remember, I'm monetized now. So sometimes people, I know you don't forget. It's just, you have to get used to doing it. And I would appreciate it if you'd at least consider doing a membership. If you're not going to do the super chatting, memberships are as low as $2.99 a month. $2.99 a month. Okay. So please consider doing that. And I'd greatly appreciate you. Vivian, Miss Kenyatta, we got Mr. Rico coming in here in a minute.
Okay.
Mr. Rico, what's going on? Happy Monday, sir.
What's up, bro?
What's going
Hold
down?
on.
How was your weekend?
It was cool. Let me set up this stand on my phone because I don't want to hold it.
I told you I'm gonna get you together. That I'm gonna start blaming that on me until I make it over to your house.
But you good? You good?
No, because
Actually, I was in the middle of something.
You. Nah, but shit. He'll be back in a minute, everybody. Mr. Rico will be back in a minute. Miss Donna, Miss the Blessed Duo, thanks for coming in tonight. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Now, what I was saying was, I told you I had some stuff for you, and that's my fault. I haven't been out there. And then your everything you're gonna be set up a different way here in a minute, because I'm gonna make sure I make it out there so we can get you set up. You got you do a podcast now, my brother, at least once a week, twice a week. So
I'm just But yeah. Whenever you can, it's no big deal.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna make my round. I got your equipment. I just got to bring it out there to you. Yeah. Ms. Audrea Gant Davis, thank you for coming out here. Thank you for coming through. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Make sure you thumbs up the video. I'll be glad when we be able to say this is brought to you by, because we need a sponsor. Seriously, we need a sponsor, Rico. That's why this year I'm trying to get this podcast up to the point where I'm gonna go ahead and do the LLC. We're gonna do that. We're trademarking this name, all of that, because we need some brands, we need some sponsors. It's time to get big, man. It's time to get big. Everybody's talking right now. Everybody, whether you're talking about sports or whatever, people are talking because that's the way to reach people. The way we do stuff, you can reach people easier. So this is the way to go, man. And I'm trying to make it where we ain't got to work. We can sit and do this. You know, that to me is easier than getting up and going. I mean, you know, we both hardworking men, but I'm tired of clocking in. I don't know about you. I'm tired of clocking in. I'm ready to get up and do what I like to do.
Exactly.
Versus you can make your music in your spirit. You know what I mean? You'll be to make your music and have more time to do your music and stuff like that. So we're gonna get this. I'm thinking positive. We're gonna get this Lifestyles with Eric 2025. We're gonna get this to another level. We got Mr. Rico starring Mr. Rico, and we're gonna get this thing popping off. We're gonna get it popping off. Hey, Jerice, what's going on? Thank you for coming in tonight. So you said you had a good weekend?
Yeah, it was cool.
That's what's up, man. You do anything interesting?
Just pay bills, man. Pay bills, handle business, and that's it.
Hey,
that's it. Too cold for that.
Yep, that's it, brother. That's it.
Too weird, man. Yeah.
What'd you say?
Weather too weird, so.
Yeah. I'm like I told everybody, I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm glad the weather's starting to change, but I'm still waiting on that warm every day. You know, it's more, you know, I'm ready to get out, but I'm not getting my hopes up just quite yet.
Yeah.
So we got 8 in. Come on, people. Come on. Come on, we live. We live. Happy Monday, everybody. Make sure you thumbs up. Everybody coming in, make sure you thumbs up the video, please. Thumbs up when you come in, please. Don't cost you anything, I promise. Thumbs up the video. Thumbs up. What is going on, everybody? What did I see over the weekend? So much stuff going on. Um, man, what did I see? Oh man, something. I see so much stuff. I'm trying to roll it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to roll it back. Uh, hmm. Well, anyway, move absolutely, blessed duo, absolutely.
Man,
I don't know if you heard about the two young men, the two twin boys that were found in Bell Mountain, Georgia, up at the summit.
I
But
did.
yeah, man, yeah. So that's one of the first things we're going to discuss tonight. These two young men were 19 years old, twin brothers, Cordair Lewis and Nazir Lewis. They were traveling they were from Lawrenceville, Georgia, and they were traveling actually to Boston. I believe they were on spring break. I'm not sure, but they had plane tickets to go to Boston. Um, One way or the other, these two young men, um, uh, whether they missed their airplane or something to that effect, but they somehow ended up in Bell Mountain, Georgia. Again, they're from Lawrenceville. Um, but these two young men were found up on a summit of a mountain, both unalived, shot. And they're saying that they're just pretty much saying cut and dry that it's a uh, uh, M suicide. And that doesn't even sound right. First of all, you have to be 21 to purchase a gun in Georgia. Second, they weren't thugs, they were good students, good kids, so we can take that out the box. Um, Third, why would there was no motive for these two young brothers or one brother to do the other brother. There was no motive for that. They were going to Boston on a small trip, the two twin brothers, um, who were very close, by the way. And I'd like to send my condolences out to his family, to their families. I'm sorry. I know what it feels like to lose a child, as Reality Checks does here, and it's just terrible. It's a terrible feeling, and to lose two children that were the same age, twins. That's just horrible, horrific. So I'm sending my condolences out to their families. But the circumstances around their deaths or unalivings are very suspicious, and I'm hoping that the parents hire investigators and also separate maybe people to coroners or somebody to look over the bodies. But something does not seem right at all. um, Something's going on. Something's going on. And this is one of those really racist, unfortunately racist towns, what you would call or I would call a sundown town, back in the 40s, 30s, 60s, whatever. But we all know what a sundown town is. If a black person, or if you want to call them African American person, is caught in a town that's a sundown town when the sun is going down, that black person may not make it out of that town. Um, there's still a lot of sundown towns all around America, unfortunately, but nobody seems to talk about them because these young men have possibly. I don't. The point is, we're trying to figure out how they even made it to Bell Mountain, Georgia. I mean, they weren't driving. Uh, I don't know, Rico. What you think, man?
Yeah, it's complex. So, but then again, That's some racist. It's some racism um thing going on behind that. That's what I thought of when I first heard about it. I said they was somebody did that to them.
Well,
That's what I thought of. But and then how the distance from both places, if the incident happened somewhere, the incident happened some. I mean, it sounds fishy. It sounds sketchy. Um, it's a lot of evil in this world. Evil people doing stuff. People doing stuff to do stuff to prove stuff. We don't know. So, but the whole scenario is that man, they don't sound like what they say. So yeah, they should hire a private investigator and coroner as well. I agree with that because that's I as a parent or even as a sibling, I would be like, I couldn't rest. I couldn't rest and say that's it. That's how they didn't know. That's not a conclusion to me. That's not closure. So no. So then in your head you want to believe certain things. Okay, maybe because when I first heard, I said, "Now that don't sound right." And I said, "Well, I do have a thing about other life forms, and maybe they could have, but nah." And then I'm like, one without the other. If there was a struggle, it was something. It's just like something happened. Something happened, like you said, sundown town. Somebody seen something. Text, hey, we got anything.
kind of like did you hear the story? This was last year. Did you hear about the truck driver that went to a restaurant, ate, little small town in Mississippi, Alabama. He went and bought a tire at a tire place. They said he threw something white out the window when he pulled off. They called the police. Come to find out, he threw a tissue out the window. Come to find, and then he gets pulled over by the police and ends up unalived at the police station. His mother came to see him. He was beat up real bad, and then the next day or two, he was unalived at the jail by the police.
Yeah, man,
So
that's what.
going to those towns down south, you got to really be careful. I mean, it's some north too. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
you got to going southern or south. You got to be careful. In them back,
got
you got to be careful.
got to, and I got what I mean. I got Caucasian friends, Mexican friends, all that, and man, they it's certain areas that they be like, nah, we ain't going there, and because they already know, they know they buddies and some of their buddies' parents is cool. They cool with it. But then he said there's some that they still stuck like that. Like we just trying to go hang out and do our thing, but they see us and that'll get it. So yeah, it's a lot of people stuck, man. They just really stuck.
They are, and
Oh,
we know
stuck.
hate is a learned behavior. So
Yeah,
that's what's so sad.
and it's sad to say that even black folks has become racist, and black people are not racist. Like
Right.
we ain't
We're not.
racist. We can't
No.
be racist. We don't never say we don't we haven't did to force our superiority on somebody.
No.
We know we superior. We just don't do that. We
Right.
don't walk around and doing all that
Right.
white supremacy and all that.
Right.
And
We
but
right.
it gets to a point that we get prejudiced too. Like you don't even know the person. Like, but they all the same. I just what I'm like, nah. I know how to deal with certain people at a certain level.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I can any walk of life, I can talk to them, whoever it
And
is.
you even know certain people are it's just in their genes, just in their blood. They just certain way. They won't eat what we and I won't eat what they. eat, or because palates is different.
Right.
And
Right.
so, but you got to learn to adjust. But some people just say that's what it is. It's sad, man. They just
It
still
is.
stuck. People stuck in the 30s and 1800s.
And the sad part about it is that, like you said, um, I don't know. I'm thinking about something. Thinking about something I talked to about with my aunt, but we don't brag. I'll put it that way. We
No, we
don't
don't.
we don't brag. We don't boast. But we know that we're we're possibly the we possibly were here walking the earth before anybody, or and we don't brag about that. We don't rub it in people's faces, but we've been treated like shit forever because of who we are, but we don't know who we are. Everybody
Exactly.
else does, but we don't know who we are. And
Exactly.
we're so everything that we just got to come to that big awakening, man. And I think the time is now. We really need to start learning who we are and stop hurting each other and one another and judging each other and not wanting another black person to live next to them or whatever, because of being judgmental. Um,
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
so yeah, but let me see. That was a good one. I just hope that they find out what happened to these young men. That
Yeah. Definitely.
Like I
That's
said,
sad.
I just can't imagine what their mom and dad are feeling right now. I can only imagine, rather. I'm sorry. I could only, because I do know what that feels like. So, double, two kids. Wow.
Yeah.
That's like a dagger to both, like two daggers going in your heart at the same time. And people that's something that I don't wish on anyone. That feeling, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, Hope, what's going on, babe? Thank you for coming in tonight. Thumbs up the video, please. Um, I don't know if anybody remembers the girl that was locked up in Dubai last year. We talked about this, but 29-year-old woman is still locked up in Dubai for raising her voice at a rent-a-car guy, agent. In Dubai, a woman cannot raise her voice. In Dubai, there are so many rules and laws that before you go visit any country, you should know what you can and cannot do, because something that you do or say could be detrimental to the rest of your life in another country. So, everybody, this is a wake-up call. Before you go visit these beautiful places, check out their laws and rules. You can't do everything you can do here that you can do there. You can raise your voice here. You can't raise your voice if you're a woman in Dubai. No matter how much you despise that or how much that seems sexist or whatever, that is their law there. You got to abide by it or you will go to jail. That's just the way it is. So we got a black young lady that's in Dubai, been in Dubai over a year now, and they got a big attorney on it, but they don't know if they're going to be able to get her out
Mm.
because that's the law there. Maybe the president could do it, possibly, but we'll see. I don't know if anybody's even brought that to his attention, but uh, yeah, she's there for raising her voice, Rico. Uh,
Yeah. I think I'm familiar with you saying it, talking about it. That's great. But yeah, like you said, that's part of their custom.
yeah, wherever you go, Jamaica, wherever, everybody's got their own rules. The place could be, really pretty, but you still have to know the rules there.
Yeah, I agree.
Because to me, ain't nothing like, huh?
And I said I agree.
What'd you say, Rico?
And
Yeah,
I said
because
I
to me,
agree.
ain't nothing like home. Yeah. Now I was just saying, ain't nothing like home. I love to visit places, but I love home. This is where I'm from. This is where you're from. So, just remember,
Right.
everybody, the laws and regulations just ain't the same everywhere else. So no matter, you might say you're going to get out of America and never come back. Rethink that.
Because
Rethink
you are a tourist.
rethink that. Everybody doesn't treat people the way we treat them when they come to our country. We treat people with open arms a lot of times. But when we go to other countries, they don't look at Americans the same. They just don't. They look at us as spoiled, uh, whatever,
Arrogant.
arrogant, freaky. Don't, the Western stuff that we try to push on other countries that they don't agree with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. But yeah, that young lady's still locked up. Hope she gets out, and she's probably gonna learn her a big lesson. Stop raising her voice. Calm down. Calm down. Just calm down. You can't always scream and yell at people and you're not gonna get your way all the time like that. So
Right.
calm down. That's the moral to the story. Calm down. Relax. It's cool. It's okay. Um, Let me see. Rapper Lil Boosie says smoking, letting a little kid at 15 smoke weed is unacceptable. He's the dad of about 8 or 9 children, and he said he doesn't play that. He
Yeah.
doesn't play his little teenagers smoking weed.
That's unacceptable. Yeah, that ain't nothing to talk about. Yeah, it is. What?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, yeah. I mean, no, it's unacceptable. I mean, if you do it, sneak around and do it, and I don't know about it, I ain't got nothing. I don't know.
Right.
But if you walking in and I smell it on you or something, come on now.
Nah. Nah.
Nah. Yeah, that's unacceptable. Come on,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm gonna be because Rico, I didn't put nothing in my lips like that till I was 21 years old, man.
Yeah, I waited too, but
I did not do that at all my teenage years at all. I'm
but
glad that I didn't.
I did sneak and smoke a cigarette, but that was just being managed with my homeboys, and we did that, and I think we was like 11 or 12, and we
Uh,
hated it. We didn't like it, but yeah, and that's what kind of made me not want to smoke, because a cigarette kind of like threw me off, and then I would smell weed, but I wouldn't want to smoke it.
right.
But nah,
Right.
yeah, I waited. You know what I'm saying? I used to see them in school doing it, but I was cool. I didn't want none,
Right.
and I did my little thing.
And
I
just
did my
like
little thing. I made money off of it. I didn't want none.
reality checks just said, uh your brain is not fully developed. So just think if we had been smoking, because I mean I got cousins that was smoking weed at 11, 12. So that really developmentally might have slowed them down.
Yeah,
So I'm glad that's something that I didn't do as a child, because I might not be able to speak as well as I do now. I might not, things might be a little slower.
yeah.
I don't
You
know.
do that? Yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't. I just didn't. I just didn't. I didn't do that though.
No, I
Cause
didn't
then
even I wasn't even thinking about
I was
nothing like
scared to
that.
get in trouble though. I was kind of scared to get in trouble. So I was like, even the stuff we did do was be my mom know, she didn't know, but nah, I prefer not to find her finding out. And so,
Yeah.
but I waited till I was later. I think I did like a senior in high school is when I kind of, and then I was like, nah, and then I waited. I waited years after that, and so, but I waited though, just like I did with my children. I waited. I didn't have children early. Some of them did. Some of my partners, and they did. Some of my sisters or whatever, they had children
That's
early.
good, Rico. You had a chance to kind of be young and grow
Yeah, I
up.
waited. I was like, I think my daughter was. I was like 29. I think I was
Damn, you
29.
did real good. You did real
I think I
good.
was like 29, 30 or something.
You did real good, Rico. I started at 2019, so you did real good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was still had girlfriends, but we was precaution, and I didn't want to go through it and whatever. They tried, they wanted to, but I was just like, I wanted to wait. I was
Right.
still I was still in the streets, and I still nah. I just was chilling. I didn't
Right.
want to do it because
Right.
I watched all my homeboys go through that, and they already had 2 or 3 kids, and they was 25, 26, and I was like, I'm waiting.
Yeah. Well,
I
you
was
did good.
watching. I was babysitting some of them. Like I'm just gonna wait.
Hey, you did good, man. You did
Yeah, I
good.
wait. I
You
think I
did
was 20. I think probably like 28, 28. I got to figure out how, because me
right.
and my daughter, like it's a funny. I think it's like 23. I think I was like, no, it was like a 26 year. Yeah. So I was like 26.
Okay.
I was like 26.
That's cool. That's still good age. I mean, you gave it a little
Yes.
time. Yeah.
I'm actually 27 because her birthday is May 2nd. So it was a couple
Okay.
more.
That's around my daughter's birthday.
So yeah. So I waited though, Eric. I was like, no. I was watching all of them go through it, going through it, the baby mamas and playing on the phone and pulling it up. And this wasn't like cell phone. It was when the cell phones was coming, but it was still house phones and beepers. And man, I was watching all my homeboys go through it.
Right. Right. So,
And now, them the same ones that do smoke with their kids. Like
oh, okay.
they kids is 30 and they 50 and yeah, but I wasn't doing it though. My
Yeah.
mom wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no, I
All
wouldn't.
right. So, um, we'll finish off with this last little story. So this lady, this young woman, she spoke at her mother's funeral, and she actually, I've never been to a funeral like this, but she told it like it was, and she asked everybody why they were at her mama's funeral. If they didn't like her mama, why did you come? And she called out each individual person.
Wow.
Why did you come to my mama's funeral? You know how she felt about you. You didn't like her like that. Why did you come? So, do you agree or not agree with something like that? I don't agree with disturbing a funeral. I think that funerals should be calm, but hey, if somebody's being I don't know, maybe that was her daughter felt she had to speak for her mother. You know,
Yeah. Uh. Yeah. That's kind of. I would. That's an uncomfortable situation too. I mean, I don't know. Maybe her and her mom had a conversation before she left and said,
if anybody come to my funeral
"Oh,
fake,
let them have it.
let them have it.
Let them have it."
You
But
know, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Some people are bold to do that. Like I said, I like peace, and when it comes to stuff like that, and I feel like it's a respect thing. I don't want to cause a ruckus. It's because honestly, I was going to whoop somebody at a funeral, and come to find out, this is the funny part about it. I was going to whoop somebody, but come to find out, it was his identical twin brother, and it wasn't who I was going to whoop. It was his brother.
oh, brother.
So I would have whooped the wrong brother. And my uncle was like, he was telling me, chill out, man, just chill out, because I'm confrontational, but I like to get stuff out the way. If I feel like we need to talk, or I'm gonna find you, I'm not gonna let it. I'm not gonna we're just not gonna run into each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make it happen. And then if I happen to see you, that's when it's time. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time. Let's talk, or let's fight, or whatever we need to do. Because
Oh, here
I like to get it on out the way. I'm just I'm not. I don't know, but luckily that wasn't the guy. It
right.
wasn't him. Hey, Trace in Space, thanks for coming in. But yeah, I mean, hey, if her mother told her to do that, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
That's what I would think. That's what I'm thinking. That's the scenario to that. That maybe her mom told her to. I don't know, man. It didn't sound like she was just like could have been personal on her end.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I bet the brothers and uncles was there having a good time.
Man, I wonder if somebody fought after the funeral.
It was some awkwardness. I bet it was
Yeah.
at the repast and all that.
Oh yeah. Well, they probably didn't even come to the repast. Don't go to the repast, because that's when people get loose. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And then the ones that came, They probably wanted to really start some stuff with her, so
Right.
with the
Right.
daughter. But hey, if that's what it is, it's yeah. How
That's
y'all
what
gonna
it is.
show up and y'all don't even? Yeah,
It is what
yeah.
it is, man.
It
Well,
is
I'll
what it
say
is.
I'm glad her daughter took up for her mom and her afterlife, and her mom can be down smiling on her and say, "Right on, baby girl, you looked
Or
out for
or
mama." And
or she could have been like, girl, you didn't.
hi,
Girl, you don't be tired. Or it could have been what you said. What you doing disturbing?
disturbing my funeral. It's supposed to be peaceful here, girl. You
Girl,
always talk raising hell. You always raising hell. I'm gone and you raising hell.
I wanted to get you to do that shit.
That's crazy. Hey everybody, I appreciate you coming in tonight. We had a good live. It's a good Monday evening. I appreciate it again. Make sure everybody thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We'll see you Wednesday. Right on, Mr. Rico.
Yes, sir. Thank
Peace.
you, bro.
All right.
Peace.
Yes.